Hey there, good morning. It's Friday again, so it's time for a weekly update. So this week, I haven't been working on the game that much, to be honest. I had a lot of other obligations. However, a few people still tried out the first beta version of the game, and I'm really thankful for that. It's not too much though, so if you haven't checked it out already, please do. Um, and I've gotten a lot of tips already, so I'm really grateful for that. If you find any other things, please send me over as many tips as you can. So the ultimate goal for the game is to become the best Roblox photo booth game out there. And in order to achieve that, I need as much help as I possibly can. Um, and I do know that it's gonna be a long journey ahead, but I'm confident that we can achieve this together. So please send me a lot of tips, check out the game, send it over to your friends. Okay, so that's all about that. So this week, I've just been in touch with a couple of people that have been playing the game, and I've done some research on some things that they have sent me over as tips. So basically, I got four main things that they told me I should work on, and these are also going to be the ones that I'll be working on first. First thing is that I've got some comments on the top bar menu not being that easy to navigate on the console. And to be honest, when I developed the game, I was developing it like mobile, uh, yeah, mobile oriented, mobile first. Because well, a lot of you guys play Roblox on a mobile screen, on a phone, or on a tablet, and it just made sense to me. But kind of forgot that the menu on a console works really differently. Um, because well, there's obviously no cursor to click on a button directly or to use your fingers on a screen to click any buttons, and then you have to navigate it in a well, not so easy manner. So I'll definitely look into that, even though the market for people that play Roblox on a console is relatively small. I really want those guys to enjoy the game as well. So that's probably a first thing I'll go into because, well, uh, it's it's probably more easy to include it now to make some changes to the menu than to do that later on, as we add more stuff to the game. So I've planned it as well one of the first things I'll be working on. Second thing was that um, well, there's a big issue with the props currently, and I completely overlooked it because I have kind of like a list of some props that are already in the game, um, and the props are kind of like hidden in the game, and there's a list that the controller for the props goes through and then loads them in to fill up the menu and then load in the props into the game itself. However, I messed things up. There's a mismatch between some of the IDs of the props and well, the the props itself, basically. So yeah, that kind of got messed up. There's not a lot loading in there now. It uses a lot of old names, and it's not really loading in like the preview images, the thumbnails. Um, so yeah, like I didn't really check that all too much. So there will be coming an update on that. Like I'll go over the current version of it and make sure that every prop that is currently supposed to be in the game is in the game now. That said, um, like new updates for new props will follow after that. But like I said, like this is an issue. The first couple of props should be working properly. So that's the second thing I'll be working on. And then some other things were oh yeah, one was a great idea, but I don't think it's the first thing I'll be working on, but it's definitely something I want to work on. And that was that someone suggested that there should be like a catalog version of the marketplace in the game. And I really like that idea, so that you can just go in there, check out the newest things that people post on Marketplace, and then try it in the game, maybe have it in a picture, try out new things, and that it should really fit like the vibes of the game. And well, yeah, it hadn't really crossed my mind that something like that could really fit into my game. So the one thing that I did was it got me really enthusiastic. So I really dove into how that worked, and I did some research on it. Yeah, this week. But other than that, I've noted it down, and it's probably coming in the near future. So it's not like a necessary thing to do now, but it's something that I'd like to see in my game. So thanks for that tip. The last thing was that currently there's not really a way that you can store the photos forever. Um, and I'm kind of aware of that, but the players currently aren't. So they're going in there, taking some pictures, logging out, logging back in the next day, and then poof, their photos are gone. And well, that's kind of what the share button should be for, so that you can actually make sure that you save it to your device or whatever, so that it stores permanently. Um, but since the game is not telling you anything at all and the share button is not working, then it's not clear for players what's going on here, and it seems like the game's broken, which well, it isn't, but it's not clear, and the actual functionality isn't yet there. So that's something that I'll be working on actively for the upcoming update as well. Um, yeah, so that was all of the feedback that I got this week. I'm hoping for some more, obviously. And well, since this week, the only thing that I got to do was do some research. Next week, I'll be allocating a lot of time to this game to be working on an actual update that I'll be dropping next Friday. So the next time I'll do this long rant again, the new update would be live, and ideally I would have addressed those three things that are really, yeah, interfering with the gameplay right now. So that should be a console update, making the first props properly work, and then the update for sharing the photos outside of Roblox. So yeah, that's basically been my week. Listening to some feedback and doing a little bit of research on the catalog stuff. But next week I'll definitely have time, and the first update will be coming, guys. So please be patient for that. I'm really looking forward to next week that I'll actually have time working on it. Um, Thank you again for everyone that has already checked out the game. If you haven't, give it a try. If you have already, but those things were bothering you, next week is a new update. New tips are really welcome. Well, and like I said, let's work on making this game the best photo booth game out there. So, thanks again, and see you guys next week.